Will you tell us what you're trying to do here?
Well, this was the bail hearing, of course, and as I said this morning, this was on the question of whether there would be the capacity for intent, the capacity for malice, or any capacity whatsoever. And this is something that's inquirable on a bail hearing, and that's the reason we wanted this man on, followed by the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist is now in his own field, going to take up from where the clinical psychologist left off.
Well, what does malice have to do with whether or not he's let out on bail?
Well, the question on bail is whether the capital punishment is a probable consequence of an act, and capital punishment can't be probable consequence of an act man doesn't know he's committed. In other words, if you are insane at the time, if you're not competent at the time, if you're in one of these fugue or one of these psychomotor epileptic states, you're unknowledgeable of what you do, then certainly there can't be capital punishment. Now, in Texas, you're bailable if it is not a capital punishment case.
Well, would you say that Dr. Schaefer is your most important witness in this making this point, Mr. Belli?
Well, he's one of the most important so far until the next one comes out. I haven't heard him yet, but I suppose he's going to be just equally as good.
Well, this is left to the judge to determine whether or not it is likely that there will be a capital...
That's the law of Texas. The probability of capital punishment in a case is the determinative of bail.
What is the status of the change of venue request?
It's rocking along. We're still requesting it respectfully from the court.
Have proceedings gone the way you had thought they might, sir? As far as the hearing?
Well, I'm always hopeful on anything that I do, even when I'm a lap behind. So that's not in context with this case, though. You will get a conclusion on all of these things as to when trial is, how we're going to proceed, the end of the bail thing, everything, I'm pretty sure, by noon tomorrow. I think the judge will announce it, at least in consideration of the witnesses that we've got. Good night.
Good night.